17 academic and scientific experts met in a workshop in London last year in order to discuss what is known, what research still needs to find out, and what should be done in future research and policy around low, no-calorie sweeteners. Experts agreed it's an undeniable fact that excess sugars intake has to be reduced to lower the risk and prevalence of obesity, which is a major public health concern. Low, no-calorie sweeteners, whose safety is confirmed by regulatory food safety bodies around the world, is one of the strategies that can help in sugar reduction and in the reformulation of foods and drinks. Experts reached consensus that, when used in place of sugars to reduce energy density, meaning the calories of foods and drinks, low no-calorie sweeteners can help reduce our total calorie intake and assist in weight loss and management. It's also a fact that low no-calorie sweeteners can be a significant aid to people with diabetes who need to manage carbohydrate and sugars intake, as they do not increase blood glucose levels. But low no-calorie sweeteners should not be expected to act like a silver bullet. Their value in weight loss and glucose control derives from their role as substitutes for sugars. Experts also identified gaps and suggested actions in research, communications, and policy around low no-calorie sweeteners. Future research can help us to better understand how low no-calorie sweeteners can help us meet the recommendations to reduce sugars intake. Experts also suggested that better, more efficient, and evidence-based strategies should be developed in order to debunk myths and communicate the facts to consumers, health professionals, and policymakers. Consensus was also reached about the need to reconcile policy differences by seeking common understanding of the role of low no-calorie sweeteners in the diet by policymakers, scientists, and regulatory experts. Dr. Margaret Ashwell and Sigrid Gibson, lead authors of the published expert consensus, explain why this report is important, present the main conclusions reached by the experts, and discuss the take-home messages from this publication.
Well, this expert consensus, I think, is important because it provides clarity to communicators so that they know that they can give a message with confidence. These are 17 worldwide experts in different areas of expertise who came together to discuss and debate what we really do know, what we don't yet know, and what we should do about it.
The consensus group that consisted of 17 experts reached their conclusions, and I think they can boil down to three things. First of all, low-calorie sweeteners are safe. Secondly, low-calorie sweeteners work. In other words, they can reduce the sugar intake of the diet. And thirdly, they have the potential to help with issues in public health, such as obesity and diabetes.
The most important message from this consensus exercise was identifying that policies around the world differ with respect to low-calorie sweeteners. And this is immensely confusing. So some policies encourage low-calorie sweetener consumption or low-calorie soft drinks. Others are very ambivalent about it. So this cause of confusion makes it difficult for other policymakers to know which way to go. And it's also in conflict with the science. And I think it's important that policy, although it's not driven by the science, must be based on the best scientific evidence. And at the moment, that's not always the case.